We go, okay, cool, man. So I guess we back, man.
We're back with another one.
We coming back with another one, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a journey. We've been journeying. Stuff's been going to visualize.
Hey, don't stop believing.
Don't stop, won't stop. But again, my name is Jacques Wright.
Adrian Peace.
And this is the Nice Guys Podcast. So this week we're going to talk about food. Food,
man, that's
suicide.
Food suicide. That's what does that mean?
To me, I feel like slowly but surely the food that we're eating is to our demise.
Yeah.
Especially just seeing like what I do within the medical field. What I do, I'm a licensed insurance agent. I see a lot of the same consistent medications for the same issues, whether it be hypertension, high blood pressure, diabetes. Metformin is a big one. Lisinopril, hydrochlorothiazide. These are medications I see quite often. And it's just too consistent for that not to be some type of correlation between our dieting and, the ailments and the money that's being made within the medical field.
Man, absolutely. I'll just speak for myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's been you started us off talking about journeys, and it's been a long journey for me, man, with milk and cheese. And you know what I'm saying? Used to be able to drink it. Went from whole milk to 2%. 2% started messing me up.
Yeah.
Had to go from 2% to almond milk. You know what I'm saying?
Can you handle the almond milk?
The almond milk was all right. It was all right, but it just didn't taste as good as the oat milk. So that's what I'm on right now. I'm on the oat milk
wave. Oat milk is way better than me.
It's way better. I like coconut milk too now.
I've had coconut milk.
I've been kind of experimenting with that. But yeah, man. I can't do cheese at all. It messes with my sinuses, which is weird.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, I still, back to the food suicide thing, is like I still will willingly mess myself up with some cheesecake.
Hey man, listen. Like you said, everybody got some type of vice, right?
Listen,
I got a couple of them. I'm not gonna talk about
not even just that, but chocolate, man. Like I can't even eat chocolate anymore because it's like the most acidic food.
Really?
Out there, yeah. So like if you got acid reflux, I do, might throw up. For real.
That is harsh, bro. Because I love me a nice Twicker. I said Twickers.
Twix and Snickers together.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I do.
That would be hard.
Sometimes in my moments, I do put those two together. I'm like, damn. That should be a mixture right there. You feel me? That should be on point. But no, I definitely feel what you're saying. Even when I was younger, I used to eat cheese slices. And then
straight from
the refrigerator. I was just one of them kids. I watched the TV commercial. And I'm going to do that with Kraft too. I'm going to get the Kraft cheese slices. I just eat them just by themselves or whatever.
Okay.
And then I think when I got around like 10, 12, my body was like, no, you're not.
Right, yeah.
I threw up. I was like, oh, shit.
That's interesting what you just said. It was like you watched the commercial and you saw it. So it's like, it's interesting how the marketing gets us. Milk does the body good.
Yeah, it does not. No, it does not.
Even the evolution of it to where now everything is organic or cage-free and all of this stuff that we don't even really know what it means. It's just stuff they slap a label on.
We're not there. We're not seeing what's happening in these factories. We don't see what kind of diseases are being relayed. Because think about it. If a cow is sick and it has cancer or any other ailments, and you're eating the meat of that actual animal, the disease doesn't go away. It just it just forms in a different way, and then your body metabolizes it and becomes a part of you. So you ingesting disease slowly but surely, and the thing I hate that I think about as well is like after I get out, hanging out, it's late at night, I don't like to go to sleep with liquor on my stomach by itself.
Yeah.
So I fuck around and get a burger. Right. I don't eat burgers all the time, y'all, so that shit ain't gonna happen, but every once in a while I might get a Whataburger.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's probably way better than probably get McDonald's. I have no idea what kind of preservatives. Again, preservatives, we'll get into a little bit as well, because there's certain theories or correlation between like the presence of those that are, alternative lifestyle. Yeah. LGBTQ, community, whatever. So there's certain correlations behind like preservatives being put in the food that people are ingesting because they're cheaper foods, like canned goods. Yeah. But then it also affects like quote unquote the sexuality, like they had experiments with frogs, and they said that they put some of the same preservatives they were putting in the food, and then they saw like the frogs behaving in a way of homosexuality. So I was just like, I'm wondering if there's a correlation behind, in poverty and stuff like that, and like certain foods that we ingest that can actually have an impact on that side of your lifestyle as well too. From a sexual standpoint. So I think a lot of things that we don't think about is like, even for me habitually, I eat a lot of stuff sometimes because of stress.
Right. Me too.
But I'm not necessarily really craving that.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been learning how to buy fruits and stuff that instead of me going to a vending machine or getting a bag of chips,
yeah,
let me get some grapes.
Exactly.
You know, I'm trying to match that crunch that I'm looking for. How about yourself, man?
Yeah, I do the same thing now. I just bought a little fruit tray last night. Yeah. Trying to do the same thing basically because like you said, and sometimes it's not even stress; it just be boredom or just I don't know. Sometimes you don't really know what you want, and so you just start eating everything, and get a bag of chips. Be like, that's not what I wanted. Let me try this Swiss cake real quick. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so yeah, trying to cut that out and just let me just eat these pineapples real quick, and it might not be what you want at the moment, but then you start eating it and you see how much better you feel.
Yeah, you feel way better.
All right, yeah.
And then with me, I'm a little bit older in age, so like I'm definitely feeling the changes.
Oh yeah,
you're waking up with the certain pains and stuff. I must ate that yesterday. I'm like, damn, that's crazy how you can think about certain associated with certain pains that you have with what you ate the night or day before.
For sure.
And I'm seeing that now. Like I've heard it before, but now that I see that if I eat certain, I'm like, damn, my back can hurt a little bit more today. But if I eat more fruits and vegetables the day prior to, I'll feel way better the next day. So it's all about how much.
Already hinted at it a little bit, but like. The food you eat is directly correlated to your health. Like that's where these diseases are coming from is like what we're putting in our bodies and, causing mucus and inflammation buildups and stuff like that. So you eat foods that promote inflammation. Yes, how you get these autoimmune diseases, you get diabetes and all of that stuff, back pain, knee pain, swelling and all of that stuff. So yeah, it's definitely directly correlated. Even when I was doing physical therapy, like my physical therapist was telling me, like, watch what you eat because, you can come in here and do these exercises and then go home and eat something that's going to inflame you. And then you're basically canceling out whatever we do in here.
Yeah.
So it's very important.
Do you think it can be managed? Do you think if we ate healthy, some more, I would say majority of the time, and then eat certain things out of pleasure every once in a while, that's okay as well?
Yeah, it's everything in moderation. I feel like there's this huge push too, especially for like the conscious community to like just villainize or vilify, whatever the word is, like every type of like processed food and desserts and all of this stuff where it's like you gotta be eating vegan food, you gotta be like, that would be great, but realistically, that's just not. It's not even possible for everybody
because the relapse is crazy.
Yeah, it's, so like that's just not even realistic for everybody. So it's like it's about eating as healthy as you possibly can and being able to manage. So it's like in moderation. Every weekend or something like that, get you some a little sweet.
I'm not gonna lie. Last night, I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna give me some Hennessy and some cranberry juice." I said, I ain't had no Hennessy in a while, so I'm not. Maybe last week I might have had it on Saturday, but it's about, I think, moderation. I think
exactly
because we overindulge here, because we live in a country of abundance, which is crazy because we have homeless people, which Tupac said about. You got all these churches, but you got people living on the streets.
Right.
But they all, selling you, and we leave that alone. So I just think it's very interesting, even with the conscious community, they kind of have a religious standpoint sometimes as well, too. They kind of get to, you ain't conscious enough. You ain't eating right. No.
Exactly.
My brother, you ain't doing this. And I'm like, you about the same as Cleflo. You sound a little bit like TD right now. You feel me? So it's like, just make sure that you have a balance. We talk about balance quite often, so that's huge. Now, what do you think about? I was watching one of Minister Farrakhan's. I do listen to Minister Farrakhan. You can be upset with me. That's totally fine. I listen to everybody. I even listen to Joel. Shit, fuck it. He got something. He might not have a Bible. I don't know what. I don't know what he's saying, man. Too. But my boy got the whole. He got the whole football stadium filled every Sunday almost. You feel me? So you feel me? He's saying something. Yeah. Anyway, but he was Louis Farrakhan was talking about, if you basically fast, do like a 3-day fast, eat 1 meal a day.
Yeah.
How do you feel? That's what I do.
Yeah,
that's why I don't get big, y'all. I'm not a big dude.
There's a book I was telling you about. It's called, I think it's called Food Rules, or it's like an eater's manual or something like that. It's written by this journalist, Michael Pollan. He wrote Omnivore's Dilemma, In Defense of Food. Like he writes a lot about food and food science, nutrition, farms and farming and stuff like that. And he talks about how we're at a point where we don't see food anymore. We see ingredients. Mm-hmm. Like back in the day, you used to look at some chicken or some, a casserole or something like that, or whatever it is, and that's what it is. It's chicken. Is this casserole got 3 ingredients? You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, we look at something and we like, oh, okay, this got these polyphenol, these that are, you know what I'm saying? Like all of these different terms that people aren't really even supposed to know.
Right.
But because we have this cynicism about food today, well, now everybody know what all triglycerides and
potassium bromate,
riboflavins and
riboflavin.
You know what I'm saying?
If y'all look at everything down there, besides water and maybe even Gatorade, riboflavin is in everything.
Right. Yeah.
It's a vitamin B. But anyway,
he was talking about that and how so it's so complex, and it's like that for a reason, because the industries that are profiting off of this are profiting off of our confusion, so that the nutritionists can be like, hey, you need to pay us for us to tell you what you're supposed to be eating. And then the marketers and stuff like that, they can be like, oh, no, they're telling you to eat this, but this is what you're really supposed to be eating, because we just have this new study say that these fats are actually bad and you're actually supposed to be eating these fats. So the real solution, he says, is to eat food, like real food, mostly plants. And there was like one more thing. It was like eat less or something, basically. Okay. So it's just like he's saying, so eat real food, eat less, and
smaller rations. Because we eat a huge.
The Western diet is just ridiculous.
People wonder why your H&M is slim cut the way it is. Because people don't. Number one, they probably walk more often. They probably ride bikes. They do a little bit of a different culture there. Plus, their food portions are a lot smaller.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People are, that's a fancy dinner, boy. That's like 2 bites. That's all. You probably really needed that. You know what I'm saying? But again, we live in a land of abundance, and we're so spoiled here. We don't think about these things, and it's not 100% our fault, because, of course, if you're indoctrinated or things are being taught to you, sequentially over time, from a chronological standpoint, from a kid up to a certain point, and that's all you know. It does take some time to really break those habits. And I think it definitely would be a lot more approachable. People weren't like, oh, you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, from almost like a religious standpoint, but like how you were saying it, just kind of like break it down in a way that people can understand it from a rudimentary level, so that, again, they can acclimate to that and feel comfortable with the process.
Exactly.
Again, anything that we do that's brash, it might not last. That's what I always say. If it's brash, it might not last.
It might not last.
You know what I'm saying? If it's just anything that's just too quick and it's just not.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the right results. So
indeed. And it's like, and they coming out with all these new studies. Like he mentioned too in the book, great book, y'all should really check it out. But he mentioned that food science is actually like super young. So like it's only like a 200-year-old thing, to where people have been studying food and being a nutritionist and stuff like that. So it's kind of like where surgery was in the 1700s.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's wild.
So it's like cool, fun to watch, and very interesting, very promising, but I might not want to get a surgery back then. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
they wasn't sterilized.
You gotta
people getting infected and shit falling off. I'm like, that kind of defeats the purpose.
Right. You gotta, no pun intended, but kind of take everything concerning food with a grain of salt.
Some people were taking 1 bath a year. So, that just lets you know. The food was different back then, so maybe you wasn't stinking as bad, because a lot of things that we were eating probably weren't processed, and it was straight from the ground, so it didn't have a lot of funk and stank.
Maybe.
But But if you're taking 1 bath a year, your ass is funky.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to throw that out there. But somebody that gave me a rebuttal one time, like, they probably weren't eating the same crap we were eating. So
yeah, I guess you get used to it too. It's just like,
I can't use that much funk, man.
Nah, that's
I was
crazy.
telling you about a rendezvous. I was like, whoa. You with the phone, we hit the shower, baby. You know what I'm saying? But and then it also plays another part too, because we were going to talk about this a little bit as well with with women, and nothing against women. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be biased. Y'all can be pissed at me. That's fine. That's cool. But I've had my experiences with those that eat a certain diet, and I hear you pull up the Panda every day or Chick-fil-A every day, and then all of a sudden you pull them, the Panda drawers down, and it's like, whoa, I smell all the Chick-fil-A. I smell all the Pandas, all the chickens and pandas in this motherfucker tonight. So this is a zoo over here.
Big Macs.
Yeah, it's a zoo in here. I can smell the animal farm in here. So I'm wondering, you know what I'm saying, like what is being missed there, because I've had that happen a couple times in my life, and I thugged it out. I'm thugged it out because who's in the mouth like, man, I don't know if that's something to get, you know what I'm saying? But anywho.
Had to see it through.
I mean, what's your take on that, man? Have you had any bad experiences like that?
I haven't, actually.
That's a blessing, bro.
I haven't.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, it is a blessing.
It's bold, though. It's very bold. Cause I'm like, how you come out and how you come out? You got some phone calling.
You think they know? Like,
you gotta know. Like, if I had one of them joints, even as a man, I'm gonna be real.
I was about to say, yeah.
I make sure my shit is fresh.
Right.
I make sure to trim. I make sure to wash. I'm
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I'm saying? As a man, you gotta groom your balls.
TMI, I wipe after I pee.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I don't know about that one, but
because that's what the smell comes from. Like, you put it back in, you know what I mean? And then it's dripping and you get that ammonia and it creates bacteria. So and that's where the smell comes.
I ain't never wiped my feet. That's new.
It's different. It's different.
Yeah, I ain't never thought to do that. I know wash my hands before, but I ain't never thought about it.
It was, hey, shout out to women, because they'll teach you some things sometimes. You gotta
have
a shorty tell me like, hey, you should. It's all like, I'll try it. And I've seen a difference. But anyway.
No, that's cool. That's cool, because I ain't never thought about that. But as a man, I just shake. Cool, we in there, we thugging. Right. I'm like, in a urinal, I'm like, what is toilet paper for the urinal?
Right, yeah.
So I guess you got to hit the stall. But
yeah, that's why I mostly use the stall. Sometimes if I see nobody in there, I'll go grab a little paper towel first.
I know, right? Because I definitely don't want to be hitting my urethra with that toilet paper in the public. I might do that joint at the crib, but in the public, no, I'm doing the shake.
You just got to shake.
Yeah, in public bathrooms, that's my biggest pain. Enough of the bathroom shit. We're gonna get back to the food. I just want to get into the hygiene.
It's connected.
It is. No, I'm just saying. But no, I think that's bold, and I wonder. I think as in general, what we eat is, such and such as a reflection thereof. But I'm wondering, like, what kind of diet? Because I've had different flavors. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And I'm not going. Ladies, it ain't going down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your shit funky, bro. And even with the shower still funky, baby, you gotta jet. You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely, if you hit the shower and it's internal turmoil inside of you.
It is something going on, because I've had difference. I've had vegan, healthy diet, and phenomenal.
Right.
A1, watery. Sometimes it might be a little hint of flavor. Like, damn, you ate some grapes or something? Like, it's kind of a little juicy. Yeah. Like, that shit is real talk. But for those that just stay in that fast food lane, that's just for me to just put it out there. Please stop, because some niggas is just thirsty. And that bothers me too. I'm thinking, like, some cats just don't care. They just I care.
Somebody is telling her that she got fired.
You crazy.
And
she got fired, right?
Yeah, it's the wrong type of fire.
You got locked up for that. You need to go to jail. Guess who's going to jail tonight? You. That shit should be a criminal act. You feel me? Like, that shit. But I just also think about the entitlement. So I'm wondering, because of the fact that dudes are putting people at such a high, women at such a high, and I'm not saying that we shouldn't. I'm not knocking women. Shout out to y'all.
Of course.
But again, when it comes to eating well, that's a reflection of that as well too. So again, this all correlates in what we're talking about with the food. And shout out to those that do, drink a lot of water, cranberry juice, stay away from too many fast processed foods, and can actually take care of that situation. Because don't be mad at me if I tell you, like, don't ask me no questions or you don't get an answer. I'm gonna tell you,
for real.
Funky, bro.
Yeah, your pH might be a little.
Yeah, you can drink some water.
Yeah,
that's drinking all that pop.
A huge thing. Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of
people do not drink water. And
I drink water. That's crazy.
I used to be one of those people, really.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I got 2 bottles right next to you right now. You feel me? Like, I'm
torpedo.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
a weapon, dog.
It is.
Public, man. Yeah. Like, what? Bingo. All right. What was I talking about? Yeah. What was I talking about?
Yeah. Water. Drink more water. Like Mick Jenkins said, drink more water or you might die. So it's very important.
Yeah, man. Now, but back to, like, with food and everything, with Dr. Sebi, or Sebi, however you want to pronounce it.
Right.
He was another cat that kind of got me into. I mean, I feel a certain way about the sea moss. I haven't really got into the sea moss movement.
Right.
I'm still kind of speculating on that. But then they got Yada Yamin or something like that. He talks about the Adam of Eve or something like that. It's like a drink that he had created, a concoction. So some of that stuff I do wonder about, whether or not, because now it's being like capitalized.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because, of course, now people are like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm eating this. I'm eating that. I'm not getting this nutrient. I got the kava thing. Like, it's certain things that I put out there. I have tested, like I've actually just started getting to the raw root beet powder.
Okay, yeah.
Which is a really good stimulant. I actually got a super food joint as well, like a green super foods blend as well to kind of give me some extra boost throughout the day to help out if I'm missing on certain nutrients. So I just try to indulge in different things.
Right.
Experiment to see how my body would, treat it or whatnot. So, I mean, sometimes you got to be your own nutritionist.
And the thing is, like, those are things that our body's supposed to be getting through the food that we eat.
Facts.
But because...
And some of it's not even food.
Because we work in so much and just don't have, for whatever reason, don't have the time or don't have the money to eat that way. All of that is by design. The way things are, the way that they are in the West right now, because of they want them insurance monies, they want them the medical bills monies, and
it's all formulated in a certain way.
What I'm saying?
Taxes to everything. Bro.
So yeah, it's supplements and stuff like that. Definitely good to have, especially when you're not necessarily eating the way that you supposed to and stuff like that.
And mind you, don't take the supplement and go do some bullshit. Like, no, man, just try to be, you know what I'm saying? Be
I've been taking vitamin D. I've been taking,
but I'm eating,
getting my green multivitamins.
Eating these chitlins and pork all day and there. Like, that's not really.
Yeah, I'm cooking these neck bones this weekend. Go ahead.
That's defeating the purpose. So all we're saying is just try to be mindful, try to balance out your meals, your diet, even your food diet, your woman diet, your men diet. Because again, men can also, kind of wreak certain bio as well too. We're not eating properly. So,
and I keep saying this too. It's all connected. Like for so many of us, our emotional state kind of determines how we eat as well.
Yeah.
And so if you have like a hormonal imbalance or, just a tumultuous emotional state at the time, you might make decisions that are not beneficial to your physical health in terms of maintaining a diet. That's another thing too. You should maintain a diet as a lifestyle, not just, I'm on a diet. Like, no, should be there should be a diet that you adopt and that you keep for the rest of your life.
Discipline.
And work up to making it better and better as you live. But yeah, keep an eye on, your emotional state as well and be able to, try to regulate that, and eating well will help you to do that. And it's just a cycle that you want to get in.
I definitely agree.
Yeah.
Because, for me, when I'm stressed, I work in sales, y'all, so that's why I talk so goddamn much. But it's time I don't talk a lot. So this like me just like shooting it all out.
Yeah.
There's just other stuff I've been thinking about while I'm on these phones with some of these very peculiar people. But I get good conversations like this as well. Maybe we got some views from some of our clients. I'll be shouting out the nice guys on the phone to check out our podcast, say talk about all the different things, Ms. Johnson. Absolutely. But from that stressful level, I definitely notice sometimes I get, caught up with candy and also fast food because I don't feel like cooking. But now I've been cooking more, and that's like impacting, my budgeting as well too. Because fast food is expensive. So
it is.
It's a direct correlation. There's a reason why McDonald's and Walgreens normally not too far from each other because they want you to eat that dope, and then you got to get the other dope. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
and that's what it is. Salt, sugar, fat.
They flipping burgers.
That's crack right there.
They flipping burgers, flipping sodas, and all that good stuff. So definitely be mindful, be up ahead of the game. You know what I mean? And just take those things into consideration, because a lot of stuff we have been taught generationally too. And then we think about why certain demographics are affected by certain diseases. It's all correlated to the food. Yeah. You know what I mean? From diabetes, hypertension, heart attacks, pancreatic issues, stuff like that, kidney failure. All that, if you have it in your geneticism in your family, and you notice that people eat a certain way, you might want to stop eating that shit. You know what I mean? You want to start eating
You might want to stop eating it before you get the symptoms telling you that you should stop eating it.
My piss is kind of sweet. Nigga, I smell like melon. I'm like, oh, shit, man. You got the sugars, man. You know what I'm saying? Got the sugar.
You want to stop before you get the symptoms. Especially if you know it's in your family. Like, don't take them chances, man. Yeah, man. Everything in moderation, but don't take them chances.
Because it's like those are modernized dope dealers when it comes to the white coats and these companies, because that's what they're doing. That's why they take out holistic people that become too credible in what they do and stuff like that, and find ways to. Because Dr. C be finding cures for HIV, for HPV, HSV. There's certain connections he found with disease that is all within the mucus development and mucus being too much involved in certain areas of the body. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a huge thing. Not that you can completely remove mucus from your body. You produce about a cup of mucus a day. That's pretty gross, but that's what your body makes.
That's wild.
But if you can actually mitigate how much if you have excessive amounts, like you mentioned, when you eat cheese, I get congested as well. Like my sinuses go really bad. I get a sinus infection.
Yeah. Same.
It's all because of the presence of mucus being excessive in your body. You got to have some mucus for your body.
Same with inflammation. Like those two things, they're there for a reason to help get things out.
Yeah, your body wants to heal itself all the time. Exactly. I've done serious fasts and I felt way better. I almost didn't feel like I could jump out the damn room. That's how good I felt. I was like, damn, this is crazy. But when I eat the other stuff, knees hurt, back hurt, headaches. So it's just about being in moderation in what you eat. And I know this episode might be a little shorter than what we're talking about. But of course, we just wanted to make sure we tap in with y'all because we want to hit every aspect of what's going on, from food, from Puff Daddy kicking niggas in the hallway, to Drake getting clowned by the whole industry down there. Shout out to Kendrick because that Pop Out concert was crazy. Bro, you brought everybody and their mama outside. I said, they didn't like us. Drake, you fucked up. Anyway, I told you that before I was like, why did Drake do this? I'm like, this nigga's not a battle rapper. Like, he got away with Meek, but look at Meek. Niggas in the swimming pool with Puff Daddy hopping around like a bunny rabbit and shit. So, I mean, that wasn't really competition there. But anyway, when back to the food concept, we just want to make sure we, tapped in with y'all. If you have any comments about things, even suggestions, things y'all can let us know about.
Right.
That'll be fly. Let me know what you think about what comes up. If I can get informed on some things, put me on game, put us on game.
Right.
We want to make sure we're connecting with y'all on all levels. But again, my name is Jacques Wright.
It's Adrian Peace.
And this is the Nice Guys Podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in. And y'all stay blessed. Peace.